Ready. Play.
My name is Clara Towson, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
I am Francisca George, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Susan Leemans, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom. Yeah.
My name is Zainab Summers, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hey guys, my name is Sasha Vickery, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Harris, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Paolini, and I'm a friend of the show.
Wow, Jasmine, you got it in one time.
Hello. Sorry, John has just sprung that on me there. I was trying to set up my camera. Joined us. Sorry, I seem a little bit.
Tom, you put yourself front stage. I didn't bring you forward.
Oh, sorry, I don't know what I've done. Well, technically.
Do you want to stay backstage for another couple of minutes?
Sure.
Cool.
Here we are for this very special encounter at the Bon Open between Jeffrey Blancano against Damir the Demon Jumur. He's very much demonized thus far, showing a bit of frustration after losing the first set. Anyway, the Frenchman to serve 15-30. Bit of pressure on that Frenchman's shoulders, like a couple of baguettes weighing over him. Needs to take some time. No hurry, he says, at 15-30. He's up a set, 2-all here. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go there down the middle, and that is a shank. One that even Stefanos Tsitsipas would be proud of. Get that towel, mop your brow, return to the baseline where you'll know it's 30-all. Screeches from the other courts. But they don't put this young Frenchman off. Look at him, prowling, brushing, questioning. Maybe they do put him off. He needs to be focused. It's 30-all, 2-all, tense times here at the Bon Open. Goes out wide with that, comes into the net, does the volley. Does he put it away? No, he doesn't. But he puts that one away, and his opponent, the demon, Damir Jumur, just cannot believe what has happened to him. I'll tell you what's happened. You've been flummoxed, and you've lost the point. We would take another look at it if we had a replay, but we don't. But who knows? You don't even need a replay. It's in our heads. Okay. The Frenchman to serve. I say you're going out wide. You don't. You go down the tee. Clip the net, though. So he's going to get another shot at it. Is he going to take my advice and go out wide on this one? Did so successfully on that last time for a serve and volley, even though he'd messed up the volley. Goes down the tee again, does come into the net, does a little drop shot, and you know what? Jamur is like, I can't even be bothered to run that down. And he's going to clean that line. Look at this, he's cleaning the line because he's so annoyed with some funny bounces.
Ready? Play.
You've been to the French Open final. Your breakthrough, at least standout result at the beginning of your career, was on grass against Venus. You've been very solid on the hard courts. Is there a slam in particular that you go, I think that's, if I'm going to get one, the first one might come here, there, or where?
Well, I don't know. I mean, everyone, I'm like, I think this is the first one. So I don't know. I mean, obviously now going to the French, I do have a lot of confidence on the surface. But I'm not really thinking about that. I feel like, in the past I was, and it gave me some like defeats that I feel like I shouldn't have lost, maybe more so my head. So going in now, I mean, I feel like, everyone could be the one, but I think I have to just take it a match at a time and just feel it out and enjoy it. I think when you focus too much on the destination, you don't enjoy the journey there. So now I want to focus more on the journey, and if the destination gets there, that's great.
forehand,
Forced
again.
errors.
Backhand from Sabalenka, forehand to the backhand of Sabalenka, drop shot into the net, 30 love.
How many points is that?
2.
2 to go.
2 points from history to become the third teenager to win
That
a
drop
US
shot
Open.
just looked like, I'm not saying she's given up. I will never say that about a professional sports person, but that one just looked a very half-hearted drop shot.
He's trying something. Monster return from Sabalenka, though. Goff's reply just lands in. Sabalenka moonballs it, just try and pick it up. Backhand from Sabalenka to the Goff backhand, short. Forehand from Sabalenka to the forehand of Goff. Sabalenka on the attack with the forehand. Goff still picking it up, moonballs it, short. Sabalenka goes for it on the backhand. It's shoulder height. She pushes it wide, and it's 40 love. And Goff has 3 championship points. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Ladies, gentlemen, whoever you are, Goff.
It'll take a moment. This will be about 5 minutes before they calm down.
Here we go. She's bouncing the ball. She's ready for this championship point. Goes up the middle. Sabalenka drops it in. Backhand Goff to the backhand of Sabalenka, cross court. Backhand Goff. Backhand Sabalenka up the line. Moving Goff around. Goff scoops up the forehand. Backhand from Sabalenka. She's coming in. Takes the volley. Goff goes to the passing shot. She's done it! Coco Goff is the 2023 US Open champion. Her first Grand Slam title. She's on the ground.
Oh my word.
Unbelievable. And they embrace. Sabalenka comes to Goff to embrace.
She's
what
done it.
A moment for Goff in her career. She has done it.
Wow.
She is a Grand Slam champion at 19 years old, fulfilling all that potential that she had.
That's amazing. That's amazing. It's been what a turnaround. What a summer it's been for Coco Gauff. Who would have imagined it when she went out to Sophia Kenin at Wimbledon, at the end of June and start of July? Who would have thought 3 months later that we were going to be saying Coco Gauff is the US Open champion? It's been something else. Love it. Really well done. Sabalenka, you've got a feel for her. She's going to be really disappointed with this one. Coco Gauff, it was written in the stars, wasn't it?
It did feel like that. I mean, Goff, this American hardcourt season came in with 1 loss, and that was a tight one to Jessica Pegula in Canada. She has not lost a match in the USA this summer, in the US of A. Coco Gauff is currently unbeaten in the USA. And that was why so many people were rating her as a potential winner. This is not a surprise. She's currently embracing her dad, who's in absolute tears. This has been such a journey for their family. Yeah, she has looked so good for so many weeks. We felt like this might be coming, and she's proved herself right here. And there's so many hugs going on right now. It's beautiful to see.
I'm just trying to work out.
What are you doing here?
Oh, there's John there. I was about to say John is going to be joining us. I'll take away the score, John, so we can see your lovely face a lot bigger. How do we do this? I'll do it this way. Oh, I was wanting John to be the main man here. But anyway, that's not John. That's just a picture of John. How are you doing, John?
I'm Sabbath. I hope I'm not... maybe I can see if I can connect to the Wi-Fi.
Well, he's trying to get. He's struggling. He's out. He's in the pub.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
And maybe there's Wi-Fi.
How did you manage to follow the match, John? I thought you were out.
It's a case of defense over attack. I'm watching it. I mean, I shouldn't show it, mate. I'm doing something. I'm on the beer in a bar in Lisbon, but wow, just wow. Listen, I didn't go into the match with any vested interest for either player. I thought whatever of the 4 semi-finalists ended up winning the tournament.
Ready? Play.
Hello there, everybody who has stuck with the Talking Tennis channel here on Monday the 12th of August 2024. Tom Grant here as a late substitution into the Osaka Ashlyn Krueger match that I'm going to talk you through this evening. I'm up here in sunny Scotland in the tail end of our summer, and I was just catching up. I was thoroughly enjoying. The production value has certainly gone up on this channel recently. I've been loving John's videos. My personal favourite was that commentary at the Bonn Open that John was kindly doing for us at the side. Some impromptu commentary. I particularly liked him getting the word flummoxed into a commentary. I really liked that one. So, and the fact that the weight of two baguettes was on the Frenchman's shoulders. I like that as well. But here to discuss Osaka versus Naomi Osaka. That's the one, John. Yeah, I love that one. and yeah, of course, 10 friends of the show. Sorry, trying to get my voice here. I've not been speaking for a while. I've been doing a bit of research into this one. So it's Naomi Osaka versus Ashlyn Krueger. In qualifying, the winner of this gets a place in the main draw of this week's, or the coming week's, Cincinnati Open. So big match. Osaka has started strongly, as you can see by the scoreboard. A dominant display on serve. And she got here by winning her first qualifying match, can you believe it, since 2018 against Blinkova in 3 sets. She started well in the first set. Dominant display in that one in the first set. Will it be the same here? Let Blinkova back into that one just yesterday, but then saw the match out in 3. Ashlyn Krueger, 20 years old, world number 64. That's a career high. And she's from Dallas, Texas. So both players will be looking to, I'm sure the Cincinnati fans are loving it, getting to see a player of Osaka's quality at this stage in the qualifiers. So yeah, I'm going to talk us through it. I'd love you to join in the conversation. Drop me a message. Just let us know what's been going on. Hello, Ashley. I don't know where Nick is, but yeah, hopefully you can suffice with myself. Hopefully you can understand. But yeah, so what do we want to talk about? What's been going on? I've been holidaying in the English countryside for the last week or so. So been in with nature, so haven't really been keeping up too much with the tennis. So you guys can tell me. I know that Andrei Rublev is in the final today, this afternoon. Thanks, Brazzy. Subtitles are on offer to decipher what my Scottish tongue is trying to say. But yeah, Andrei Rublev, and you've got, of course, Jessica Pegula versus who should I get? I should know this. Again, I've been under a rock, but I know Pegula is playing. Who's she playing? Anisimova, I think so. Sorry. Again, I've been looking into Osaka's match today and trying to catch up with as much kind of tennis action as possible. What else has been going on in the tennis world? What have I missed in the last week in Montreal and Toronto? Any big shocks? Any players excelling when I saw that Yannick Sinner did get beat off Andrei Rublev the other night. I think there was complaints about his hip again. There we go. Amanda Anisimova is playing in Popyrin. Yeah, of course, Alexei Popyrin. Is he the story of the last week or so? You know, that'll be his biggest final at this level. Same with Anisimova, biggest final of her career. Both the underdogs, as you can see by the polls that we have been running. Could there be a shock in store? I saw that. I saw that there was a bit of rain problems in Montreal. Is that could they have pushed it back any further? I don't think so with the Cincinnati schedule. And as you can see, as for the next hour or so, or 2 hours, however long this match takes, there will be that ticket rolling around the bottom of the screen. If you haven't subscribed and followed the channel, let's do it, because the more people that subscribe, the higher production value and the more tournaments we can attend and ask the players questions that you want us to ask. So back to this one, both players have held serve. For once in my Talking Tennis career, we have the scoreboard and my stream which, got to be honest, isn't the best stream. That is, but they do seem to be on an equal footing. So we will stick with this scoreboard, please, John. But yeah, Dan Krueger, maybe an early chance here. Osaka just netballed one. And yeah, she was a bit all over the place in the Olympic, Naomi Osaka, of course. You know, a lot of these players maybe haven't played too much hard court tennis for a while. Probably since March, April, if you think about it. With the, you know, with the clay courts, and then Wimbledon, and then, you know, the Olympics being in the clay, of course. Angelique Kerber beat Osaka in Paris. Osaka had 30 unforced errors in that one. The battle of the former world number ones. So yeah, Krueger, sorry, has 2 break points here. So I'll talk you through this one. And again, my stream's not great, but I did see that Osaka, it looked like she'd done a T serve ace, but it was actually a little bit long. So she's going for a second serve on 2 break points down. Return up the middle of the court, and Krueger hits the net on this one. Don't know too much about Krueger. Do know that she has won a doubles title in her career so far. As I say, the higher ranked player, but Osaka is the favourite going into this one. Osaka, she has saved 1 break point so far. Can she snuff out the other? Serve is in. Block return goes long and wide by Krueger. So well played, Osaka. Of course, the chance to play in the Cincinnati main draw. And that won't be easy either. And that was nicely taken from the Wikipedia page, John. I like that. Thank you. Already read that, buddy. Already read that part. So, yeah. So, where was I? Yeah, so we're on deuce. Osaka's serving. Serving down to the body serving this time. So we're doing the backhand battle at the moment, cross court. And it's Krueger who comes out on top on that one because Osaka has put her backhand into the net. Yeah, it's Control C, Control V, John. That's how I roll. So yeah, another break point, 3rd break point of the game. Down the tee from Osaka, good strong serve. Again, it's gone long, my mistake. So she goes for it again, this time a looping body serve, which is easily picked up by Krueger. It looks like Krueger has it in charge of the rally. Osaka not looking as if she's got herself into this match just yet. So it is a break of serve for Ashlyn Krueger. Krueger beat, and I was going to mess this up. I know I'm terrible with names. Anyone who hasn't been on a stream with me before, not great with names. But she did beat the Japanese player. Why have I put myself under this pressure? In the last round, I had it on my screen earlier and I've lost it, but it's I'm not even going to bother. Uchichika? I don't know. She did. She beat a Japanese player in the last round fairly comfortably, 6-2, 6-love, and she is looking to beat Naomi Osaka here. So an early shock might be on the cards here. Osaka not reaching Cincinnati, of course, wasn't playing last year due to taking a break from tennis to become a mum and to almost kind of reset. The way I like to do my commentaries, again, if anyone hasn't done it before, I will talk us through the play-by-play points, but if there's any talking points that anyone wants to have, just bring it up in the chat and we can go through that as well. Good number of you guys on the stream at the moment. Remember, hit subscribe if you can. We are trying to get to that 10,000 subscriber mark, and then that means that in just over 2 years, the guys have managed to build this community. So yeah, please do become a member of the Talking Tennis community. Wonder, John, where is the next event? Where is the team heading to? Has we've got anyone going to the US Open? I'm sure we usually do. Anastasia, I think, sometimes heads there. John's off to the Portal Challenger, as you can see. Yeah, like, you know, access that not many channels, you know, try and get. It's truly is an international channel. This people from all over talking about the sport that we all love. Okay, so Krueger making an early start here. She's comfortably holding, and maybe it's going to be Osaka who is fairly tame in this one. Of course, started like a train yesterday, did Osaka. I think she won the first 5 games before finally getting her third break off the set to win, I think, 6-1. Blink of her then came into it. It's Eddie that's going to the US Open as a fan. Okay. And we're going to the Davis Cup. Lovely. Well, Cincinnati, I was actually trying to get accredited for this one off the channel, but the Cincinnati guys, they're tough. They're tough cookies. They're tough cookies to try and they're a tough egg to crack. But we will get there one day, I'm sure. So yeah, what has everyone else been? What's the highlights of the week then in terms of what's been going on in the tennis world? Rublev poppering tonight. Pegula and Anisimova tonight as well. Great for tennis fans to get this. I love this season because the tennis is on very late, and it means that I can work during the day and I can catch up. Sometimes when it's all in Europe, France, and the UK. Yeah, sorry, I'm just getting put off by John. Sabalenka's form. So tell me about Sabalenka, guys. What happened with Sabalenka? Who did she lose to? I know that she wasn't in the Olympics. That was hard to focus on the singles course. Down to, well, she's up to number 3 at the moment, I think, isn't she? She was down to number 4 in the world. Paulini was up to number 3, I think, and then they've just swapped again. Also, it was Anisimova who beat her in the quarter-final. There you go. Didn't even know that Saturday. Again, where I was first in North Yorkshire in a forest, in a cabin in a forest. And there was no signal, very little, very minimal Wi-Fi, and it was a case of just putting the phones away and just, chilling and getting away from the digital detox, I think we call it now. And then I went to an Airbnb and just on the Hadrian's Wall. So it was pretty much living on a farm for 4 days. So again, I have been totally away from the outside world, and it's been brilliant. But glad to be back and glad to be watching tennis again, and I will be catching up with these finals tonight. So Osaka, hoping to try and gradually bring herself back into this match. She's looked very out of sorts early on, lost an early break there, looking to close the gap here. She's 30-15 up. Serving now. It seemed like a tame serve. I noticed in the Kerber match at the Olympics, 54% was her first serve points won mark, which isn't great really at all. You should really be looking for at least the 60-70% to have any hope of winning a tennis match. And again, as I say that, 40-15 up, she goes into the net. This time, serve back. Krueger got a bit of power, and so got a bit of power and a bit of depth, hits the line, which Osaka can't pick up, and puts it long. So 40-30 now. Osaka just hoping to, maintain on the coattails of the American. Serve, this time it's in court. But a good depth again by Ashlyn. Krueger gets it right to the back of the court, and the players are rallying well, but there doesn't seem to be much power on the Osaka ground strokes at the moment. Backhand again, pretty loopy, and Krueger gets this one picked up, and Osaka goes long. Got to say, very early here, any Osaka fans, I'd be worried. I'd be worried about the form at the moment, and I'd be interested for any Americans out there or Japanese followers or anybody at all who is an Osaka fan. How's the comeback been? I'm a bit on the fence with it. I mean, I know there's been top 20 wins. There was obviously that famous match at the French with eventual champion Swiatek, where she had match points that didn't see them out. And I think she took a lot of heart from that. Oh, we just got a bit of sound all of a sudden. So, don't know where that's come from. So, yeah, tell me about... like John points out, I think she's been clinging to that. She's talked about it, that she took heart from that she could compete again. But, very, very, how to say it, just, I don't want to keep on saying out of sorts, but just very uncharacteristic right now of the Osaka that I remember from, the last few years. I know she's been away for a while. And I was quite impressed by the way she came back at the start of the year. saying that she wanted to play in all these tournaments and wanted to play in all these events, some decent results, competing in a lot of the matches. Hello, Super Dave. Don't think we've met before. So I'm Tom, Glasgow, Scotland, 39. It's like Tinder. Digital Tinder. No, YouTube Tinder. That's what I'm saying. Tinder is digital. Where am I going with that, Tom? Anyway, so we're back to Juice. Ashlyn Krueger has just gone wide there with, a fairly comfortable shot that she should have put away. It was a tame second serve by Osaka. Be interesting to catch up with some of the stats once this game's over. But Osaka, again, very mediocre so far. That serve is wide. Of course, serving into the ad court. Yeah, go on, Dave. Thank you, Dave. And you are a tender 49. Age is but a number, fella. I know I don't look 30, and I know that was going to be your next statement, but unfortunately I am. But yeah, I know. Tough paper round. Right, so Osaka sees out that game. She's closed the gap. Still a breakdown as the players take a rest. And then we'll go through a couple of the stats. Now, I mentioned a minute ago that in the Kerber defeat at the Olympics, the 54% for the full 2 sets that she played, 54% was the points that she won on her first serve. Now, she's down at 50% now. I know she's only had, 3 service games, but, that has to be a worrying stat. The unforced errors aren't up there, but I'd say they'd be up to the nearly 7, 8, 9 or 10, roughly at the tail end of the single figures here. So Krueger hasn't really done much to be in this position so far. She's just kept the ball in court, and Osaka hasn't been able to find her form. So, yeah, I'm sure there will be a period where Osaka dominates, but there just doesn't seem to be much power in those ground strokes is one thing I noted. So Krueger now out first, bouncing about. Osaka now doing the same, sidestepping, just trying to, pick herself up a bit here. The match hasn't been lost, but, yeah, she's just trying to bounce herself into the match here. Where in my picture, Ashlyn Krueger looks like she's maybe fixing a lace as she goes to retrieve the ball. Yes, she is. Okay, so 2-3, 3-2. Okay, Dave, yeah, it's a good point. So, Dave, where would you put the return then? Early on in the season, there was a lot of good things said about Osaka. There was talking about, will she compete? 6 out of 10, John's going for. The producer, John, is going for 6 out of 10. If we were to give it a score out of 10, Dave, where would you be ranking, her year so far? Does she rest at Christmas time and say, that I achieved what I wanted to achieve in 2024? Is 2025 the big year, as you say, where she can be more critical of herself? John says that she maybe is hanging on that Swiatek match at the French a little bit, seeing as if that's maybe, that was enough for her year. Lost early to Kerber at the Olympics. Of course, after doing what she did at Roland Garros, maybe she was hoping to do better there. But she hasn't done much on the Krueger serve. As you can see, again, it'd be interesting to see how many points Krueger has won overall on her serve so far, because I can't remember Osaka winning too many. And it's 40 love. Osaka into the net. I don't think that will go down as an unforced error. Krueger is hitting the ball well. It's got good depth on her strokes. 8 times out of 10 right now, she is finding the court. Just that first serve fault. Yeah, fair enough. That's a good point Dave makes in terms of mentally. She seems in a lot better place. Starting a family can do that, and she might be more content in her head. And realistic about, you know, where her game is, as opposed to putting so much pressure on herself. Well, I mean, the world media and fans maybe put that pressure on her, and sometimes she maybe had this mentality of that she was almost expected to win most of the matches she was in. Maybe she doesn't have that pressure at the moment. But yeah, I think that's a good point. As she serves 2-4 down. Again, another fault. That double fault. Has she not hit a double fault? Is she about to hit one? No, she's not. Ball in court. Forehand by Osaka. Backhand at the middle of the court by Krueger. Backhand to backhand battle cross court at the moment. A slice backhand by Krueger. Forehand by Osaka. If that went in, again, my stream's a little bit... Yeah, that went in. That was Osaka's best shot of the match so far. Oh, has it went in? Yeah, I mean, the scoreboard is showing 15-love to Naomi Osaka. So I think that was, and that was probably her best point in the match. She was setting that one up well, a lot with the backhand. As soon as Krueger hit her backhand a little short, Osaka was on top of it. So definitely an improvement in this game so far. As you can see, 30-love as Krueger goes into the net. Still can't find that first serve, however. Just tried to go for a tee. Oh, good return by Krueger. Oh, she's picked the wrong side though at Krueger. Oh, okay. So to describe that point. Oh, John, tell us what ice cream you're going to have after that. Telling you, anyone who hasn't ever had Scottish tablet ice cream, you're missing it. And if anyone around the world would like to have some Scottish tablet ice cream, I might start a business selling ice cream overseas. What a daft business idea that is. I'm just laughing. It's going to melt, isn't it? It's going to melt by the time it gets there. Anyway, so yeah, Osaka, forget about ice cream, Scottish tablet ice cream. Krueger had that point one and then puts the smash into the net. And Osaka, good pick up by Krueger. She hasn't won this point yet, but she has it the second time. Well done, Naomi Osaka. Definitely a little bit freer with that forehand. You know, that's where she wins a lot of her points. And yeah, so she's closed the gap again, and the players sit down. Very fast-paced match, not too many deuces. Apart from the game that Osaka lost on serve, she's still at that 50%. In fact, she's just jumped up to 52% on the points won on her first serve. Needs to get that up, but it does seem as if the trajectory is going in the right direction. Who wins tonight then, Dave? Who wins in the Jess Pegula, Amanda Anisimova final in Toronto? Who will win that one? Again, I would ask you the same if you're into the men's side in Montreal. Who would be winning that one in terms of Popyrin or Andrei Rublev? It'd be interesting to watch that one. I haven't seen much of the tennis this week, as I've said. So where does this form from Alexei Popyrin come from? You know, in terms of getting to the biggest final of his career. So what is going on with Alexei Popyrin, and where will this take him in terms of going to the US Open? Will he be able to, you know, get himself, you know, a decent quarter final? That would be a decent kind of result for Alexei Popyrin, wouldn't it? At the US Open, gets this title, will put himself in a decent position to do that in terms of a seeding jump. So yeah. The players are back out. First serve by Ashlyn. Krueger goes into the net. And the second one, so the first double fault of the match, second one goes into the net as well. Is this Osaka's chance? You know, going by the last game, Osaka get a break here, hold serve, sit down, pressured back on Ashlyn Krueger. The 20-year-old American from Dallas, Texas. Can't find a serve herself now. She's just put her third serve in a row into the wrong side of the line. Osaka backhands, fairly tame. Krueger's backhand return hits the top of the net. Now the players are rallying. Osaka finds that forehand, and yeah, this is looking like a change of momentum. Osaka forehand down the middle of the court. Krueger couldn't get her feet sorted. It was right on the line. and the pickup was didn't go over the net. So, love 30. Chance for Osaka. Finds the first serve this time. Good return, good deep return by Osaka. That one goes long low on the +1, and it is 15-30. Break point for Naomi Osaka. Oh, sorry, David. It's a tough one. Probably Amanda wins. She's playing well, but she's Jessie may be too steady. Yeah, Pegula is the defending champ. I'm sure you're right in that. Of course, playing in Toronto last year. Playing in Montreal last year as the men and the women swap. So just quickly to take you guys back to the break point. Krueger has saved the first one, but Osaka has another chance to break back and level this first set. Serve down the middle, down the tee, just at the edge. Good forehand. She comes into the net. Krueger, she's going to put this away, is she? She does put it away. Good save. Hello, Ashley. How are you doing? It's Tom here at Talking Tennis. So, 2 break points saved there by Ashlyn Krueger. Good mental resolve there by the 20-year-old. Must be, I'm sure Osaka's been a player who she has looked up to, has dreamed of playing one day. So this is a big moment for her. These two have never met before. So I'm sure when you're up against maybe one of your idols, I've got no background or evidence to say that she is, but I'm sure, Osaka is many of the young players' idols. And so, yeah, I'm sure that this is a dream come true for Ashlyn Krueger. And Osaka has another break point. So when you're up against your idol and you're thinking, oh, I could actually win this first set, I'm sure the nerves start coming in. And you can tell first serve goes into the net. Now we've got a second serve. Osaka times this well. You know how much damage she can do in the return when she's on fire. Goes into the body, backhand up the line by Osaka. Pick up by Osaka, hits the net on the second one. She drops her racket. And she drops her racket in frustration there. She knows that one was an easy pick up. Or I say easy. This sport is a hard sport. But, easy for these top pros. So we're back to deuce. Serve out wide, doesn't find its mark. So we're on to a second service again. I think she's had one. We're at a deuce game, and I think this is our second deuce, and I think Krueger's had one first serve in court. The ball toss this time goes a wee bit haywire. I don't know if it's a bit windy down there in Cincinnati. The second serve is in court. Good return by Osaka. It means that she's on top of this rally. Oh, but that was wayward. And again, Osaka drops the racket. We've just been talking about how she seems content and at peace in her head. And this might be a case of commentator's curse because, that forehand was wayward. Put that down into the unforced error column. Okay, so Krueger to hold serve when it looked by all accounts that she was about to lose that. Osaka has a deep return. I think Krueger thought it was long. Must have just clipped the line because then Krueger goes into the net. So we're back to deuce. Do you think that could be a big moment? Holding here at 5-3. Again, Krueger, no first serve. Going to have to sort that out. Is that nerves? Second serve, the second serve had a lovely bit of top spin on it. Really skidded off the surface there. And Osaka, who I think thought it was going wide, couldn't get it over the net. So we're back to game point Krueger. This time she does get a first serve in. And it gives her that little bit of spice because Osaka has just gone long. Now, Osaka is going to be absolutely furious. She had 3 break points in that. She had 2 in a back-to-back, 15-40. Krueger played some good tennis, mind you. But yeah, that is good. That could be a huge moment. I was saying just beforehand that if Osaka could get that break back at 4-all, holds her serve, the players sit down, it could be, you wouldn't put it past her seeing out the set there and breaking again and then, the wind goes out of Krueger sails. You have a fairly easy, comfortable second set. But it hasn't happened that way. And we are now at 3-5 on the Osaka serve, just before the players are about to sit down. First serve doesn't go in. She needs to get that out of her mind now. Refocus on the job at hand. That ball was out there though on the return. I like how you put that, Dave. Yeah, good hold there. But certainly that forehand that went wide that caused the second racket drop. I'm going to say drop rather than racket smash because it wasn't really a smash. She didn't really force it down with or put it down with any force. But it was definitely just an exasperated racket drop. I think she just went double fault. So now Osaka has her first double fault off the match. Needs to focus. And good serve this time by Osaka. Krueger can only put it wide. We're at 30-15. Remember, guys, there's plenty of you guys on this stream. We can see the numbers, and there's plenty of you guys joining all the time. And if you are joining for the first time, first of all, apologies for my accent. Second of all, get hitting the subscribe button on YouTube. Help us grow the channel. We're trying to hit that 10,000 mark. There's going to be prizes and presents for all. John's paying with ice cream. So yeah, get hitting the like and the subscribe button. I want to see that number going up, please. Okay, so 30-all. Krueger 2 points away from the first set. This is going to go. I'm not even going to say it. Not even going to say it. I hate predicting tennis because I never get it right. Oh, we have a break point. So poor second serve by Osaka. Good return into the feet of by Krueger, into the feet of Osaka. Osaka on the stretch, tried to pick it up from a low point and couldn't get it over the net. So we're at set point for Ashlyn Krueger, 20-year-old from Dallas. All momentum has been halted because Osaka just goes down into the wrong side of the line. We've got a second serve here, big return from Krueger, and we could have it. Backhand by Krueger goes long, and she's going to be kicking herself if she doesn't see out this set now. That was more than manageable. Osaka taking her time here. Krueger just has to take some time here as well, just to. They're both a little bit. It's not been the highest quality of match here. Good first serve this time by Osaka. Block return by Krueger. And again, wavered. That's another unforced error by Osaka. I'm going to go and try and get some statage just for in case we end this set here. Okay, set point again for Krueger. Ace clutch serving there by Naomi Osaka. But back to deuce. Both players don't hang about. Osaka again, second serve, again, exact same tactic, down at the feet, +1 is put into the net. Sorry, I got distracted by some stats. Osaka's 45% on first serve points won. That's astounding. That's less than half of her. And that's when she gets it in. I mean, she's just hit another first serve wayward. And she's double faulted on set point. The serve is all over the place. And Ashlyn Krueger has the first set, 6-3. Yes, some of the stats there for that set. Wow, okay, right. So 45.7%. In fact, sorry, that's been kind. It's just jumped to 43.2%. That's 16 out of 37 first serves that she's managed to get into play. She's only won 16 points when she managed to get that first serve in. So 43.2%. Compare that to Ashlyn Krueger's 56%. And yeah, sorry, the first serve points one, my mistake. The first serve points one is up at 68.8. It's not as bad as that. So there we go, my mistake. But you need to get the first serve in enough times to be able to actually win the points. And she's only done that on 43% of the time. So yeah, let's see if we can find an unforced error stat. Nothing at the moment. But you know, Ashlyn Krueger breaking serve twice. Where does Osaka go from here? Where does the build up to the US Open for, you know, ex-US Open champion Naomi Osaka? Any other key stats there? You know, Ashlyn Krueger's won 43% of the return points won. She's won 56% of the actual total points won. Not been a great performance by Naomi Osaka so far. Naomi Osaka fans, are you worried? Would this defeat change that 6 out of 10 season so far? Would that maybe change it down to a 4 or a 5? We will see. So Ashlyn Krueger is out. Osaka stands up. There's not the same bounce in her step as, I say that, and she bounces. So trying to regain a little bit of composure. You know, of course, how tennis can turn. She was 3 break points in the Krueger service game just before she was broken again, just to bring the game back to 4-all. She doesn't take that. Krueger breaks, takes a set. Sorry, I am being texted. Okay, Dave says, just where the players start again, Dave is saying he's hoping that Popperin can win today, but Rublev is the better player and probably win. I just like seeing Aussies win from time to time since they're really able to go home during that season. Dave, it'd be interesting to find out whereabouts you are talking to me from. Are you an Aussie yourself? Whereabouts are you located? Let us know. And let us know a little bit about you. Who are the players you like to watch? Who do you like to win? Who do you not like to win? Okay, so going against John's poll, 75% of you guys said that Osaka was winning this one, and she's lost the first set. However, on the Krueger serve in the second set, she's love 30. So let's focus in on this for a second. First serve, again abandoning Krueger now. So we are second serve. Oh, good. There we go. Right, okay, sorry. As we say in football, I was ball watching. So Austin, Texas. Okay, right. Right. Sorry. See, because I'm not from the States, I didn't transcribe that ATX. So Austin, Texas. Okay, cool, Dave, mate. Nice. Must be warm, I'm sure, It is very warm where you are right now. A lot warmer than here in sunny Scotland. Okay, Osaka, 3 break points to break straight away. First one is saved. Was it? Yes, it was. First one was saved. Serve out wide, coming into the net after the +1. So 2 more though for Osaka. You've got to think she's going to break here. Painfully hot. Yeah, aircons must be at full pelt. Okay, so the players are rallying. Longest rally we've seen in a while. Slice backhand by Krueger. Deep, and there we go. So Osaka gets the first break, her first break of the match, as Dave has kindly screamed, "Come on, Naomi." She gets it by. The way she managed to do that again was, manufacture the point. She'd forced Krueger into a slice backhand, put her next one, the pickup shot, deep into the corner of the deuce court, and a wayward return by Krueger means it is 1-love to Naomi Osaka. And you've got to think here, this might be a change, and we could be in for 3 sets. Okay, a lot more comfortable here. Sorry. So Naomi Osaka, 30-love up. Serving a little bit better because there's an ace from Osaka. That's her second one of the match. Of course, the first one she served an ace when saving a break point, which she ultimately then went on to lose that game. And this is where it gets tricky for the 20-year-old Krueger. Oh, assist says she was serving a little bit better, but she just had a wee double fault in there. That's her third of the match. Maybe it's her second of the match. Yep, third of the match. I knew more than the scoreboard. And she just served another ace. Well, yeah, it was an ace. I'll give it an ace. Don't know if Krueger got a racket on it at all, but it doesn't matter because a strong start by Naomi Osaka. Again, bouncing in between the points or in between the games right now. She's just standing at the back of the court, swinging her racket. So I just had a realization. I know this might not be available in many places, so I will try and talk us through as many points as possible because it is a qualifier. It might not be as readily available. I don't know about the US situation. I know in the UK it will be very hard to find unless it's on Sky at the moment. I'm not too sure, but yeah. So if you guys are struggling to find that, I will try and talk as many points as possible. Sometimes when it's the bigger matches, I maybe try and take a step back because a lot of people are already watching it and they don't need my Scottish tone in their ears while they do. So we're at 15-love on the Krueger one. She's on a second serve here. As you can see, plenty of polls running on the Twitter, or should we call it X these days, on the Twitter feed. So please do join in the fun and tell us who you think is going to win tonight. Win tonight's finals in the Montreal. First of all, Rublev and Popyrin, and then Toronto, Anisimova and Jess Pegula, who is the defending champion, of course. Please go on and tell us what you think. And also, if you can, I've not seen that 9622 go up for a while. It has done since we've been on, but I haven't seen it go up in about an hour. So please do like, subscribe, follow on all the socials you can find us in. It's particularly YouTube, because then they will give us money. I'm only kidding, because then it'll let us grow the channel. The more people follow, the better production value, the more tournaments we can get to, the more questions we can ask the players. Savvy? Savvy. Okay. Right, so where we're at, we are at Naomi Osaka. Big shock in the works here. Jake Davies, how are we doing, fella? I've not spoken to you in a while. How are you, fella? Good to have you on board here. Just taking us through Ashlyn Krueger versus Naomi Osaka, where Ashlyn Krueger has taken the first set, breaking Osaka twice. Osaka, just the game before, she lost her serve to lose the set. She did have 3 break points to level up the set at 4-all, but didn't take them. Dropped her racket in frustration a couple of times. Somebody hinted that it was the disguise of, trashing the racket. But yeah, so she didn't take that, lost the next game, lost the set, but she has started strongly in this second one. And is it more Ashlyn Krueger's maybe finding it a little bit nervy, playing her idol, somebody she maybe looked up to when she was learning, when she was in the juniors, of course, only 20 years old. I think I read somewhere, it might have been on that Wikipedia page that John was copying and pasting earlier, that she was one of the Orange Bowl champions at a young age. Of course, a big tournament for the younger players in the States, which is a big feather in the cap to win that one. So the girl's obviously got talent, but she's playing probably the biggest star she's played in her career. I know she's beaten Azarenka in the past, but yeah, I think this will be an altogether different ball game for her because of the stature of Naomi Osaka. Anyway, she's done not too bad so far. But there we go. So, sorry, again, ball watching. Osaka, good serve. Teed it up nicely because all Krueger could do was put it right into her hit zone. And again, perfect forehand down the line. Yeah, it's another winner for Osaka. The winner count is certainly stacking up now. 30-love, 2-1, second set. And good serve, but poor return from Krueger. The ball goes long. We're at 40-love. Half marathon, Jake. Whereabouts are you doing the half marathon? I'm doing one up in the Great Scottish Run, which will be in October. 2 weeks ago, I did a 10-miler around a wee island called Cumbria, which is just off the west of Scotland, the west coast of Scotland. 10 miles. It was good. It was blistering heat, but it was good. It's funny because Krueger, why did I think of, is there somebody called Diane Krueger in some sort of actor or actress? Or have I made that up? When I saw Osaka was playing Krueger, I thought, oh, Diane Krueger. I'm like, oh no, it's Ashlyn. So I don't know where I'm getting Diane from. Anyway, Ashlyn Krueger is 1-3 down, but a set up, and she just put away a nice wee winner. Wrong footing, Naomi Osaka. Good serve out wide. Osaka came back into the middle of the court, and Krueger sent it back to where she was. So 15-love. Finding that first serve now. So the ball's in play. Good forehand down the line by Krueger. This one looks long, but it stayed in. Plays a rally now. Backhand down the line by Osaka. Forehand up the line by Krueger. We're now backhand again. Krueger hitting the ball better again. Like the first set, she punches the air. She's definitely had a dip, but that seems to be more like it for the young American. Yeah, I'm a 3-miler. I'll tell you a story about that, Dave. Once at the end of this game, so a good serve again down the tee this time. Osaka got a racket to it, but could only put it long. 40-love, a much more comfortable Krueger hold here, or Krueger service game if she does hold. Good serve, looks long, catches the line. Players are rallying, but Osaka goes long this time. No, she doesn't. Players are still rallying, but Osaka hits the net this time, and it's a hold for Ashlyn Krueger, and the players go to sit down. Yeah, Dave, third mile, I know what you're saying. Aye, before the run. So I did this 10-mile run 2 weeks ago yesterday. Only got asked if I wanted to do it on the Wednesday before. Hadn't done any race-specific training. Keep myself fairly fit. So I did it. And I'm like, so I went out on the Friday before and I ran 7 miles. All good. And then doing this run. And the guy before it says there's going to be water stops at the 4 mile mark and the 8 mile mark. And I'm like, yes, cool, right. So I'll know where I am in the run when I do it. At least that's what I thought he said. What I think he'd said is it'll be at the 4 mile mark and the 7 mile mark. Because I'm running and like, I've got no idea how much I've got to go, but I'm starting to feel it. And then I see the second water stop. So I get myself some water and I'm like, excellent, right, that must be 8 miles. So I've only got 2 miles to go. Brilliant, I can do this. And then I just jog a little bit more and I see the marker and it says 7 miles. And I'm like, oh no, I've got 3 miles to go. So that just deflated me all over again. And I was just plodding along. The last 3 miles were certainly my slowest. But yeah, got it done, just an hour and 20 minutes. So happy enough with that. But yeah, I'm going to train proper for the half marathon. And yeah, that'll be good. So Jake, let me know what half marathon you're doing, fella. And you know, when is it? When is it? You'll need to keep me updated. I'm sure I follow you on X anyway, so I'm sure you'll update it. And there's nothing wrong with living a healthier life. I'm just back on holiday, so I'll have some nasty food tonight, and then I'll be getting back on the fitness food tomorrow. So yeah, cheat week, as we call it. Okay, Osaka, again, good. You can see the Krueger tactic is to play the ball to the feet of Osaka, and it seems to be working because Osaka can't really get her bearings after that. She did get that +1 back into court, but it was Krueger who was in charge of the rally, and that forces the win from the error from the Osaka racket. Good serve by Osaka, so Osaka should put this away. She does. 30-15. That's the Osaka we remember. That's the Osaka we love. Good strong first serve, and sends the ball back. Wrong foots her opponent. Krueger sitting way back now, a lot further back than she did in the first set, and Osaka is taking advantage of it. Good serve, and again another +1 put away. That's 2 in a row. Osaka fairly comfortable hold here. Going to be. This is going out wide, surely. It does. Block return by Krueger. She thinks Osaka's going to do exactly what she did the point before. That was 3 serve and putaways, and Osaka got the ball in court on the first serve. That's important. That'll improve her stats. She's 4-2 up. So match time of just under an hour, 54 minutes we're at the moment. It's flown by though, eh? Okay, Ashlyn Krueger hits the net on her first serve. Under pressure. Just needs to do what Osaka was trying to do in the first set and just stay in the set. Doesn't want to go 2 breaks down because then it's just definitely going to be a third set, isn't it? And it'll be Osaka with all the momentum, and she has got that momentum at the moment because she forces Krueger into an error, which, you know, preventable error, I would say. Just keep the ball, do what you're doing in the first set, keep the ball in court. Patience for Osaka to make the error, but it doesn't look like an error is going to be coming off the Osaka racket. Certainly not in this second set. Much improved. Is that a double fault? That's a double fault. That's her 4th double fault of the match for Ashlyn Krueger from Texas. First serve in this time. Good return. Good deep return by Osaka. Good length on it that time by Krueger. Hits the top of the net, it looked like. But the players are still rallying. The ball's still in court. although Osaka has gone long now, so it's 15-30. That's all she has to do. That's what she has to tell herself, Ashlyn Krueger. Keep the ball in the court. Osaka's got errors in her. And if you can just keep rallying, and I know that's easier said than done. Remember, guys, hit, like, subscribe, follow us. I think by last count, 54 accredited tournaments. Name me a channel that has that amount of accreditations. And I'll be calling you a liar. Only kidding. Right, oh, good return by Osaka, but it's got a lot of loop on it, which allows Krueger to get the ball, but a great cross-court backhand winner by Osaka. Put that in the shots off the highlight reels. Really nice one there by Osaka. 40-15, sets up 2 break points for the insurance break, and surely pretty much the second set in the bag. Don't know why John's definitely away for some more ice cream, because he's just left Hey Super Dave on the stream. Or maybe he was just taking it down at the same time as I was taking it down. Who knows? It's a really good point. Yep, discuss, I think, in terms of the first serve. Oh, my stream has just stalled ever so slightly. Oh, okay. Technical problems. So give me 1 second, guys. It is a regular ice cream social. I had a whole tub of Ben and Jerry's ice cream the other day, Dave. The slob that I am. But I was on my holidays. So. Right, so sorry, guys. A little bit of technical difficulty. Just lost my stream ever so slightly. In the process of getting it back up. And I am back online, am I? Yes. Back in business. Didn't miss much because the players are sitting down anyway. Osaka broke serve. It's 5-2. She has the insurance break. So serving for the second set to level up this match. So Dave has been saying it feels that players overall have been going for too much on the first serve. Osaka hasn't made nearly enough so far, and it was probably a major factor in Alcaraz losing the Olympic final. I mean, I do think Djokovic played like his match of the year by a country mile, and I think he was just so driven to get that Olympic gold that, I don't think there was much. I don't think Alcaraz played the worst match, but probably was the serve was maybe a factor. Remember, it was 2 tie breaks. 2 tie breaks he lost that final in. And I think it was just because of the contrast of the Wimbledon final. But the thing about the serve, it's the only point, it's the only stroke in tennis, or the only point in tennis when you've got the ball in hand where you're in complete control. There's no factor in it in terms of what your opponent does. You're in complete control of that. So I suppose coaches, and I've got no basis and no grounding for this because I'm not a tennis coach or but I'm sure maybe coaches are saying, like, you need to get 3 points off this guy or this girl, or you need to basically be making use of the serve, and I'm sure that's highly driven as well. What I've seen is you see a lot more players going for it in second serves. I would argue, Dave. I've seen a lot more recently of players, hitting that second serve because they don't even want to have a rally in it, and they just think, the worst case scenario is here, I lose the point anyway. So why not go for the second serve? That's what they say to themselves. I've noticed that recently. A lot of players, Zverev's the classic example. I think he did sort that out for a while. You had that boy at Wimbledon, the French boy, who can't mind his name now, but he was just blasting second serves down the court. Yeah, I agree. I mean, Djokovic, the key thing that I found was he's spot serving. He was just picking spots, and he does the. I mean, I was going to go into something I saw on Twitter about. I think it was Tennis Connected that said, like, Djokovic was. And listen, I'm not somebody who I'm not getting into this Djokovic Nadal thing I'm not anti-Djokovic at all, but somebody was talking about Djokovic ball toss. I don't know if you guys have discussed it in Talking Tennis before, but he was ball tossing a lot in the Wimbledon final, and then basically reloading, saying, "Oh, sorry," and somebody was hinting that he was doing that to find out where Carlos was going to go. And then, in terms of like sportsmanship, that's obviously not very good. Now, I'm not saying that this was happening. I'm saying that this is something that I spotted another channel saying on X. So I'm not opening the proverbial can of worms here. I'm just saying. But I think Djokovic, what he improved under Ivanisevic was his spot serving. He could pick a spot, normally down the tee on big points, like, break points, etc. But yeah. Anyway, this isn't about Djokovic. We're talking about serving in general. I agree with you. Carlos needs to improve his first serve. I've always said that to pals who aren't big tennis fans. They'll come to me around Wimbledon and say, is this Carlos guy the real deal? And I'd say yes. I said the one thing think he would need to improve is his serve, and I think he has improved that. And also, I said he used to just go for everything, and I think he's improved that as well. I think that was shown recently. Anyway, back to the match we're watching. And Osaka has just served a break point, as you can see by her scoreboard. And it was done with a serve out wide and then a +1 put away, which over the last 10-15 minutes has been her go-to. But yeah, that would really have maybe put a bit of pressure on her, because she has 2 breaks here, serving out for this second set. First serve not found its mark. Second serve, good return by Krueger, but a good shot by Osaka, and Krueger has another break point because Osaka's only found the net. And she's just double fault. It wasn't a double fault. It looked like a double fault. It wasn't a double fault. And she saves another break point because she put a really loopy wide serve. Ashlyn Krueger couldn't figure it out at all. I mean, it was a complex one. But yeah, she puts it long, and Osaka saves. Again, Osaka's serve, his first serves have gone down in this one. It's nerves, it's nerves and pressure. Scriptless drama of sport. Good second serve. Good first return down the line. And Osaka fist pumps the air because she saves any pressure there to set herself a set point there. Good resolve by the Japanese player. Uchichima. That's who Ashlyn Krueger beat. See, it just popped into my head. Mokyoku Uchichima. There we go. Nailed it. I'd rather be it. Right, Dave, I have just taken up tennis in the last 3 months, and I can't serve. Like, just before we go into that, we'll go into that in the break, because Naomi Osaka has just levelled up the match. And takes it 6-2 in just over an hour. We've had 2 decent sets of tennis, definitely improved as the match was on. Very scrappy at the start, but Osaka levels up the match, and we have ourselves a final set to get ourselves a place into the main draw of Cincinnati. And the reason why I'm looking about is because yes, the winner will be randomly put into the Cincinnati main draw. It was Svitolina, Donna Vekic, or Marie Buskova, who they could face. So the winner will face either one of them when they're randomly put into the main draw. Osaka, surely now, again, favourite for this match. Dave, serving-wise, I've taken up tennis at the start of May, and decent. I'm not even going to, be coy about it. I'm decent when rallying. Backhand's improving all the time. Forehand's where it's at. Serving wise, honestly, I am terrible. I got beat the other week, and I won't even tell you the score because it doesn't paint me in a great light. Let me put it that way. However, I just couldn't get the ball. Like I was just couldn't get that ball in. And to be fair, the guy who beat me, he was dead complimentary. He was like, "Your ground strokes look good." He's like, "You're actually throwing up the ball nice and high." He's like, "A lot of amateur players don't throw it up that high." It's like, "You're throwing it up nice and high." He's like, "When I'm sitting at the other side of the net, he's like, I think this is coming down to me like an absolute rocket." He's like, and then it doesn't. And I'm like, right. So I've got a wee coaching class on Wednesday night that I go to, which is like, there's a whole bunch of us that do it. And then I'm going to maybe try and get some one-on-one coaching. And I'm just going to say to him for the first 2 sessions, just work on my serve for me, pal. Just work on my serve, because there's no point me trying to play in matches if I can't even get the ball into court. So anyway, enough about my mediocre tennis, and back to this high-quality tennis match. So Ashlyn Krueger starting off the third set, of course, was a set-up. Needs to hold serve. You feel that this is going to be vital for her to kind of bounce back, is to hold this service game. So into the third set we go. First point won by Krueger. Good ground strokes, forces Osaka wide. First serve in, Osaka hits the net. Hey Sean, didn't even know you were with us. Yeah, learning to say with a proper grip was a bit tricky in the beginning. Yeah, this is the thing, right? I've been doing like training sessions, but it's like 2 coaches and there's about 10 of us, and we just do different drills with each other. But I've never had I've never had a coach or a trainer, as you would say in the States. I've never had somebody like sit there one-on-one and say, right, this is what you do. Grip the racket this way, toss the ball this way, pull your serving hand back this way. Like, I've never had to break it down for me. I just basically tried to do what I've seen the pros do, because I watch so much tennis. So yeah, it's something I will work on. I will update you guys throughout the US Open, because I'm sure I'll be doing plenty of streams there. And I need to get over to Germany and take on that lad, John Silk. So, back to the tennis. Give me 1 second, guys. Go.
Will I just keep on mute tonight and go to bed?
No. Is he going to his bed now?
No, well, it's 7 o'clock.
Aye, but he's been staying up late every night, so he'll be fine.
Okay, so how long do you think you're going to be?
Well, we're sent to the final set, so it'll be about 20 minutes.
Okay, come on then, come through.
Sorry, guys, I don't know if you guys heard that. Sorry, my 2-year-old son has just joined, so apologies for that. I didn't even realise I wasn't on mute. So there we go. Sorry, I'm embarrassed. Sorry, my 2-year-old son jumped on. I thought I'd put my camera off and that had done the. If you're not going to hit like and subscribe for that, then I don't know what's better content than that. Aye, so it's 7 o'clock his bedtime, but when we were on holiday, he was getting to stay up a little later. So I'm just telling my mum, his grandma, that he can stay up a wee bit later. So anyway, as I stop blushing and sweating, what's happening in the tennis? God, hopefully you can't hear the baby crying in the background. Okay, so Krueger has held serve. Good. Okay, Osaka is looking like she's on her way to holding serve. Okay, right. I need to refocus. So I was talking about Osaka having to refocus after she lost that first set. I'm now having to look to refocus in the same manner that Naomi did in set 2. So Tom will bounce back. And as Osaka has in this third set, it is 1-1. So well done, Naomi. Well done, me. God, got to remember the mute button, guys. Got to remember the mute button. Hopefully that's not going to be in the old Talking Tennis highlights. But anyway, right. Yeah, good hold to love, as Dave tells us. Right, so, good shot there by Ashlyn Krueger. Good pick up by Osaka. Gets the ball back at the court. But this Ashlyn Krueger can play. She's got a bit of power on her. Okay, so players are rallying backhand to backhand, and a backhand winner by Naomi Osaka up the line. Got to say the points, the good looking points in this one have been won by Naomi Osaka. Krueger's a fighter though. You can tell she's got good length on the ball, can pick up the ball well, can move her opponent about a bit. And only 20 years old, so just keep an eye out for that name over the next few years, I'd say. Been impressed with her so far, not knowing too much about her beforehand. I know she's won a doubles title, but not really made any kind of marks in the singles game just yet, although has beaten Victoria Azarenka in the past. Okay, you've been caught up on the career of Ashlyn Krueger so far. She is now 15-30, so as Osaka got a little bit of a sniff here. She does a moon ball back into court, out of the middle of the court, and that one goes long as you'd think Ashlyn Krueger, says thank you God, because she was under a little bit of pressure there, 15-30. First serve hits the net. 30-all. Big point this. Big point. Probably the biggest point of the match for both players. And bottle crashing. Tottenham Hotspur. So just to describe what's happened there for anyone not watching on a stream, Krueger's second serve hit the top of the net and went long. So it was a double fault, or fifth of the match, I think. It's a break point for Naomi Osaka to take the lead in the match for the first time, but it's a good, strong first serve by Krueger. And although she looked like she was about to win the point on the +1 with a block return from Naomi Osaka, she doesn't put the ball in the right side of the court. Osaka guessed right, got the ball back in play, and Krueger can only hit the net on the volley. So Naomi Osaka has turned this match around so far. She's a break up in the deciding set, and big win, a chance to get into the Cincinnati main draw. As I said, Svitolina, who else? Svitolina, who else did I just read out my little bit of paper? Maria Buskova, and there was somebody else with a big name. Donna Vekic are the players who the winner of this will face. Okay, so Osaka fans will be sitting a little bit more comfortably now. Can she see it out now? Of course, Krueger did get some break points even when Osaka was serving for that second set. But, as the 20-year-old, probably one of the biggest matches of her career so far. And when you see yourself in a winning position, that's when the nerves can start to hit. And it certainly looks like that so far. Looked like a warm day in Cincinnati, so we'll get some good tennis tonight for the qualifiers. Who else is on later on? Let me just double check for you guys. Tournament. Cincinnati, right? What's coming up? Harriet Dart, the British player, went through today. That was good news for the Brits. Tommy Paul, is he in later on today? Yeah, Tommy Paul is playing Flavio Cobolli tonight, so that'll be good. Haranachinov is playing Francisco Sherendullo. So that's on through the night, or if you're local like Dave, then that would be just midday. That's what I'm trying to say. Who else? Nuno Borges, Alexander Vukic. Borges is currently 7-6 up in that one. I was actually quite interested in the Koratan Mute match. Mute wins it in 3, yes. Anyone who knows me knows I like Koratan Mute. What else is on? Sonigo versus Muna. That's currently Muna 6-3 first set, but 4-1 down in the second set. Arthur Kazau has been beaten by Nishioka 6-4, 6-4. So yeah, some decent tennis on tonight as well as the finals, of course. So plenty of you tennis fans, to feast on tonight. Now that the Olympics is finished. Are you gutted that the Olympics is finished? Not that fast. Brandon Holt, he won today as well. Tommy Paul, that'll be a good match to watch, the Flavio Cobolli match. I might mark that one. Get that one watched with my dinner tonight. Okay, back to the tennis. 2-1 Naomi Osaka, 30-15. Good strong down the tee serve. A block return can only go wide from Ashlyn Krueger. Strange to have 2 finals on a Monday night, though, isn't it? Yes, Dave. You're going a good road to become my favourite subscriber. Well constructed point there by Ashlyn Krueger. Pushed Osaka back into the corner of the deuce court. Stepped in just as Osaka was returning the ball, and she had the whole court. Krueger had the whole court to pick up her spot from, and she put it away nicely. So we're at 30-all. Good serve out wide by Osaka. Didn't go back across the way this time, went down the line. And it's 40-30. And an ace by Osaka sees out that game. 3-1. Okay, so 9622 is the subscriber count. If Dave, if Zanab, who else is there? I think Ashley already subscribes. Sean definitely already subscribes. There is a good number of you guys on this channel right now. Please hit subscribe on the YouTube channel. Give us a follow. And I think the last count there was 54 accredited tournaments that we have been to around the world, including challengers. So nobody does the challengers like us. Nobody does the doubles like us in terms of how many times we bring it up, we talk about it. The women's game is covered more than most places, and obviously the men's as well. So please do give us a follow and a subscribe if you like tennis. You can jump in and out of the streams. There's over 2,400 videos. It's been 5 million views have been done over YouTube. So please do just get in at the ground, because this is only going to grow. So please do hit subscribe and follow us on all the channels, Twitter or stroke X, on the Instagram they've got one. We've got this YouTube channel. So yeah, if we could we're going to try and hit that 10,000 mark by the end of the US Open. So please do help us along that way. Okay, Krueger, comfortable hold here looking like for her. 40 love up in quick step time. And she didn't double fault. That was nice in the end. And Osaka goes for the lob. She finds the plate. She finds the corner. And I don't see many of them. But yeah, so Krueger still in command here to sit down with just the 1 game deficit. Jake, where are Ghosty and Nurlan? I've not seen or heard from them in a while. My last appearance on the channel was just before the Olympics, doing the doubles preview. So yeah, I've not spoken to Ghosty in a while. Austin, Texas, is that two of you guys? Two Daves? Is it Davo DC? Is that two Daves from Austin, Texas? Anyway, I hope you also all enjoyed the Talking Tennis second birthday party. I heard it was a hoot. I couldn't make it again on my vacation, as a lot of you guys say. Okay, so the players are just about to come back out. We're entering into the, as we say, business end of the match. It could be decided very, very shortly. Oh, John, you'll need to take on that one. Dave's asking the question. Producer John is in the background producing this show. He's the man in the know. I'm a poet and I do know it. 40, there you go. Damien on the red wine. Oof. I'd have loved to have seen that. Him getting up and singing Simply the Best or something like that in the karaoke. Do you say pint in Austin, Texas? Do you drink pint? I thought that was a British thing. I thought you were just like, let's go for a beer. Let's go for a picture, man. Here, Dave. Stick with us, kid. Okay, not spoken about the tennis. 15 love Osaka, 2-3. Krueger did see out that game. Soft second serve. Krueger picks it up, backhand to backhand rally at the moment. Being won by Krueger though, because she again finds good length on that ball, hits the line right at the feet of Osaka, and the backhand by Osaka goes long. Osaka, good second serve and into the tee, slice second serve. The players have got a rally, good forehand by Osaka. That's what she wants to be doing. She wants to get that ball onto the forehand so she can then put away the points. She does do well with the backhand there. She forces Krueger into the net. And she's 40-15 up. Dave, the best thing about this channel is Naked Thursdays. Honestly, that's definitely the most fun. Damien on the port. Love it. Oh, lovely winner by Ashlyn Krueger. Almost as quality a sight of Damien on the port. So, yeah, good second serve by Osaka, but it was just put away perfectly right on the line by Ashlyn Krueger. Definitely her shot of the match so far. Yeah, I only kid, Dave. There is no naked. There is no Naked Thursday, unfortunately. Other channels may have to do that, but certainly not here. Okay, break point, Ashlyn Krueger. She just won the next point. First serve goes long from Osaka. She's a second serve down. And is that... Oh, it's a double fault. It did look close. And she's lost as she stares at the ground. She wonders how she lost that game. She was 30 love up, if I'm sure. Or at least 30-15 up she was. And it was then Krueger put that sublime down the line winner backhand. And we're at 3-all. Ashlyn Krueger is still in this match. Okay, so we're playing already. And Ashlyn Krueger, everything going her way right now. It was a good return by Osaka. The +1 by Krueger literally hits the net cord and trickles over. And yeah, so she's 15 love up. Come on, Charles. Let's hit the like and subscribe button, fella. Ah, Charles. Right. John should have known that. Charlie. Don't worry, Charles. We'll be having words at the next meeting. The Talking Tennis headquarters. I know, right on them, Dave. Right on them. DMing them. Good return, right at the feet by Osaka. She's surely in charge of this one. She now hits the net, and Krueger puts away the point. She screams a yes, and she has just taken that one. So it's 4-3. Krueger has turned this one around now. This has been a great match so far. An hour and 30 minutes down, and we still don't have a clear route as to who is going to take this one. And so, yes, in the balance, can Osaka bounce back from that break? This would be a massive win for Ashlyn Krueger, probably the biggest one of her career. As I said previously, she has beaten Victoria Azarenka before to reach a quarter-final. But yeah, beating Osaka, Cincinnati, even though it's qualifiers, getting a main draw at Masters 1000, huge. Okay, elsewhere, go around the grounds, shall we? See what's happening on the tennis courts around the world at the moment. Right, live. What have we got live? So Nuno Borges beating Alexander Vukic. Borges took the first set 7-6 on the tie break and is a break up in the second set. Alex Mickelson, Mackenzie McDonald. Mickelson took the first set 6-3 and it's with serve in the second. Kovacic, he is 6-1 up on Rinky Hijikata. Yeah, we've got Lulu Sun and Lucia Bronzetti. Sun has won that one 7-6 and is 4-3 with serve in the second. And Munar won that first set against Sonigo, but he is serving for it and he's 2 points away from levelling up that one. So, yeah, plenty of tennis for you guys to feast on tonight. Okay, so Osaka needs to, again, shift the focus back on, doesn't let the previous 10-15 minutes get to her. 15 love, nice start for her. First serve in point. But she goes along. As soon as, what's happening here is Ashlyn Krueger's getting the ball back, she's getting it to her feet, and because Osaka's not sorting her feet out quickly enough, she's not getting her stance right. She's always backtracking. She's putting the ball long. And Krueger got that point there. But Osaka now backhand down the line. And she's in trouble. Where's that point gone? It's not. It was an Osaka winner. Sorry, I thought that went out. It's going to be 15-30. Instead, it's 30-15. But it's 30 all now. And this is the exact position she was in the last time. Who's famous from Austin, Texas, Dave? Is Matthew McConaughey? Is he from Austin? Who's the most famous person from Austin, Texas? Oh, is Lance Armstrong from there? Stand-up guy. Okay, first serve into the net, 40-30. And again, Krueger tactic, play the second serve right at the feet of Osaka. Osaka, again, feet is not sorted out quickly. You'd think she'd learn by now. This must have happened at least 10 times. And we're at deuce. So who lives here? Is that Lance Armstrong you're talking about? Or are you talking about Matthew McConaughey? Oh, we could have a break point on the go here. A great return by Ashlyn Krueger. She's got Osaka on the run. Osaka tries to go for the big shot down the line. Puts it long. Break point, Ashlyn Krueger. Massive moment. She would be serving for the match. First serve hits the net. Knew it wasn't going in. Ashlyn Krueger, she stepped up. Ball's in court, plays it back to Osaka. Osaka hits the net. Ashlyn Krueger has broken serve. She was a breakdown. She is now 5-3 up and going to be serving for a massive win. Surely, arguably, the biggest win of her career to beat Naomi Osaka. Great resolve by the 20-year-old from Austin, Texas, the home of Lance Armstrong or maybe Matthew McConaughey. But yeah, massive, massive moment. The players are going to sit down. She needs to keep her cool. Keep her nerves. She's not taking a sit down. She's right out onto court. Or if they has, that was the quickest sit down in history because Osaka's now coming out as well. Maybe I just talked for loads and I didn't even realise. So massive. Ashlyn Krueger, surely the biggest win of her career. This will make headlines. You know, Osaka defeated in Cincinnati qualifying. From Dallas, Texas. Sorry, you're right. I've got caught up. It's Dave. It's Super Dave that's from Austin, Texas. She's from Dallas, Texas. My mistake. Oh, Osaka goes for the big return on the second serve. It goes out wide of the tram lines. And yes, 15-love, 3 points to go. Big win for Ashlyn Krueger coming up if she can hold on. What is going through her mind right now? She probably watched Osaka beat Serena Williams in the US Open final. Second serve into court. Players are rallying now. Forehand to forehand. Osaka again goes wide and she hits the ball up in the air. Not with any real aggression, but she just hits the ball up in the air as to, yeah, I've not been playing well here. Just make her win points, Naomi, as Super Dave is saying. And that one goes long as well. She tried to go for another winner down the line on the first serve this time with Krueger, and Krueger has 3 match points. Comfortable hold here. Got to be better from Naomi Osaka. Will this put alarm bells, or will she be just happy enough with her season so far? Down the tee. That was nearly a net ball by Osaka, but it has gone long by Osaka. Ashlyn Krueger has won. She stays at her box in disbelief. Not long left to hit that like button. Let's get that up to 9624. I need to buy the 2-year-old new shoes. Come on. But yeah, Dave, it's been a pleasure to meet yourself tonight. That's the first time I've chatted and conversed with yourself. 2-year-olds need shoes as well, yeah. Come on, there's a nursery coming up. All the Daves from Austin. All the Daves, even if you're not from Austin. But yes, it's been a pleasure. I will let John, the Jakes, yeah, good battle, and a bit of an upset. And yeah, so anyway, guys, right, okay, I'm gonna love you, Lee, and get this 2-year-old to bed. So I will be on another stream very, very shortly. I'm sure I'll pick up a match in Cincinnati, and I also guarantee for the US Open. Super Dave, it's been a pleasure with yourself as well. Get tuning in whenever there's a stream. There's more people like me doing it, better people like me doing it. So yeah, perfect. I will see you guys later on.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.
Here we are for this very special encounter at the Bonn Open between Jeffrey Blancano against Damir the Demon Jumur. He's very much demonized thus far, showing a bit of frustration after losing the first set. Anyway, the Frenchman to serve 15-30. Bit of pressure on that Frenchman's shoulders, like a couple of baguettes weighing over him. Needs to take some time. No hurry, he says, at 15-30. He's up a set, 2-all here. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go there down the middle, and that is a shank. One that even Stefanos Tsitsipas would be proud of. Get that towel, mop your brow. Return to the baseline where you'll know it's 30-all. Screeches from the other courts. But they don't put this young Frenchman off. Look at him. Prowling, brushing, questioning. Maybe they do put him off. He needs to be focused. It's 30-all, 2-all, tens times here at the Bonn Open. Goes out wide with that, comes into the net, does the volley. Does he put it away? No, he doesn't. But he puts that one away, and his opponent, the demon, Damir Jumur, just cannot believe what has happened to him. I'll tell you what's happened. You've been flummoxed, and you've lost the point. We would take another look at it if we had a replay, but we don't. But who knows? You don't even need a replay. It's in our heads. Okay. The Frenchman to serve. I say you're going out wide. You don't. You go down the tee. Clip the net, though. So he's going to get another shot at it. Is he going to take my advice and go out wide on this one? Did so successfully on that last time for a serve and volley, even though he'd messed up the volley. Goes down the tee again, does come into the net, does a little drop shot, and you know what? Jumur is like, I can't even be bothered to run that down. And he's going to clean that line. Look at this, he's cleaning the line because he's so annoyed with some funny bounces.
Thanks for taking the time to, well, you haven't got any choice, actually. I'm just talking at you, if you like. But I'm here also to present to you why I think it's not a bad idea and not that expensive as well if you become a member. And this is how you can do it, and this is what you can gain. So if we look here at the Talking Tennis sort of home page, if you like, on YouTube, we can see this little button here which says join. It is also pinned in the live chat as well, and you can also, I think, see it just below most of our videos, certainly the live ones and so on. Now, why is it a good idea to join and become a member? Well, in the live chat, you can add little funny things, you can add emojis and all sorts of things, but possibly more importantly, you can get to access some live videos, such as this one here, where we look back on the last sort of few moments from the Billie Jean King Cup. So there are little bonuses such as this one, but there are many, many more. And in fact, if we have a quick look at all of the members only stuff, I repeat, you will see very, very quickly some of the top stuff that we've had for members only over the last 12 months since the channel began. Remember, these videos are for members only. You can become a member from as little as about $2 a month, €2 a month, £2 a month, something like that. There are various different things. Oh, and by the way, you'll also be supporting the channel. So it's a win-win-win-win scenario. Let me just show you some of the members only stuff. For example, we've got an exclusive little clip there talking to Laura Siegmund, Laura Tsurenko, her encore interview, some doubles footage there from Monastir, the Germany press conference pre-tournament Billie Jean King Cup, Claire Burrell talking as well to the media in her press conference in Monastir, Storm Hunter and Alicia Parks interview, Rebecca Masarova, her press conference, Coco Gauff exclusive for members only, albeit it was in Madrid, but these are just some of the things, some of the interviews and etc. Like Lestien here, a chat with him, Emma Navarro, and so on and so forth. So many little bonus videos available for just €2 a month. So, what are you waiting for? Become a member. Or don't. It's okay.
Ready? Play.
My name is Clara Towson, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
I am Francisca George, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Susan Leemans, and I'm a friend of the show.
My name is Zainab Summers, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hey guys, my name is Sasha Vickery, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Harris, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Paolini, and I'm a friend of the show.
Wow, Jasmine, you got it in one time. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things